Welcome back. This is part 2 of What Makes a Song a Hit Song. This is also known as episode 5 of Rob Wells' Music Talk. Starting to get a little bit complicated, but we'll get through this. Today we're going to be talking about melody in hit songwriting, and my preferred methods of coming up with melodies, some little tips and tricks that maybe can help you out in your songwriting journey. There are so many amazing melodies that are out there in the world. Some that I absolutely love, some that just completely floor me, some that don't do anything for me, but most of them are pretty amazing. My all-time favorite melody is something that's very, very simple that probably everybody knows, and that is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I know you're probably going to laugh when you hear that, but it really is something that I truly love. I love hearing it. My kids love hearing it. I've known it all my life. Almost everybody on the planet knows Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And why does it work? Why is it so good? Why is it so infectious? It's so simple and so beautiful and so memorable and repetitive that I think these are the reasons why it's such a great melody to draw from. It's so good, here's the joke, that they even made 3 pieces out of it. Twinkle, Twinkle, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and Baa Baa Black Sheep. Sorry, bad joke. But yeah, it is very, very simple, very, very effective. It's only, 6 notes, I think, right around there. But just the movement of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, it rises and falls with such grace and beauty that it instantly makes it timeless and memorable. So it's kind of from this melody that I start out from. I know it sounds funny, but when I'm starting a melody, I always think about what would Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star do, and where would I start if I were trying to write an infectious melody like that. So I will literally start by placing my 5 fingers on C, D, E, F, G to look for my main melody of whatever it is that I'm writing, whether it's the chorus or the verse or the pre-chorus, whatever. I'll try to keep it locked within these 5 notes. But now Twinkle, Twinkle is so nice. Just then it repeats. So many hooks. So great. So that's kind of what I do. I kind of just put my 5 fingers right there and then try to come up with a melody in there. Whatever it is, I'm just making something up right now, but just try to just make a really cool and unique melody within just these 5 notes and try to make it as repetitive as possible so that half an hour down the road, whoever hears this melody, they'll remember it. And it won't be too complicated, it won't be too out there. It'll just be so simple and so memorable that it will work and it will get locked into their brain. So that's kind of where I start out from. As the song branches out a little bit, I will also branch out a little bit. As it gets into the pre, as it gets into the chorus, I'll start to manipulate that melody a little bit. Maybe I'll go a little bit outside of those 5 notes here and there and definitely start building up as I get to the chorus. The chorus, I'm always looking for a melodic explosion, and quite often what I do, the trick is to take those 5 notes, C, D, E, F, G, and move them up a full octave so that I'm now up here. And now this is the big chorus, this is the big moment, this is the big selling feature of the song, and so it has to feel a little bit more, huge and explosive. And so I will definitely try to find my melody within these 5 notes. I know it sounds really, really simple, but that really is where I start out from. And then I will sometimes break out of those 5 notes if needed, and just to get like a cool little bit of color in there. So another trick that I do is, depending on what chord we're in, let's say if we're playing an F chord in the song, right there. The last thing that I want to do is have my melody land on the root note of that chord. So if we're playing an F, the last thing that I want my melody to do is to be on an F. So that's our chord right there. I would hate it to be like do 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 do. It's just so much better to sort of dance around that F if you can. So let's play the F chord again, and if it's more like do 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 do, just kind of dancing around it, not really landing on that F too much. it just really, really helps. And then if we go down to C, then I won't make that my melody. I'll make it da 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 da. Again, I'm just making stuff up off the top of my head. Hopefully this makes a little bit of sense for you. Another thing that I like to do with the melody is sort of just rub against the chord that I'm currently in and take some chances from time to time. So, for example, if we are playing a C chord right here, rather than just sticking within these 5 notes, I'll sometimes move up to something like a B. So, it just helps. Or sometimes it's even fun to do something that's out of the C major scale where it's like an F sharp. Little things like that, little tips and tricks that make the melody interesting. So, short lesson today. My basic rules with melody are keep it simple, start simple and keep it simple. What would Twinkle Twinkle Little Star want from me in my melody creation? Make it build in the pre-chorus slightly, make it explode in the chorus, jump up an octave, and make it go somewhere different in the bridge if you have one in your song. Some songs don't these days, some songs do. That is it for today. Tomorrow we will continue on lesson 3, part 3 of what makes a song a hit song. So really just try to remember, just keep those melodies as simple and effective as possible, and it'll get lodged into everyone's brain. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to this channel if you like what you hear. If you have any questions, please write to me and let me know what you want to know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.